Henry VIII, 1491–1547, remains one of the most famous and controversial monarchs in English history. Known for his 6 marriages, break with the Catholic Church and sweeping reforms, his reign transformed England politically, religiously, and culturally. Henry's personality, ambition, and decisions left a lasting legacy that shaped the nation for centuries. Early life and ascension to the throne. Born on June 28, 1491 at Greenwich Palace, Henry was the second son of Henry VII and Elizabeth of York. Initially unlikely to become king, his older brother, Arthur, Prince of Wales, died in 1502, making Henry heir apparent. Educated under the humanist scholar Thomas More and others, Henry was trained in languages, theology, music, and warfare, displaying intelligence, athleticism, and charisma. Henry ascended the throne in April 1509, following the death of Henry VII. Early reign. Marriage to Catherine of Aragon. Henry married Catherine of Aragon, widow of his deceased brother Arthur, in 1509, shortly after becoming king. Their early marriage was politically advantageous, strengthening ties with Spain. Initially, Henry was seen as a popular and capable ruler, continuing his father's policies while engaging in diplomacy and military campaigns in France. The quest for a male heir. Despite a daughter, Mary, born to Catherine, Henry desperately sought a male heir to secure the Tudor dynasty. His obsession with a male successor drove political and religious upheaval. He requested an annulment from the Pope to Mary and Bullen, who promised a male heir. The Pope's refusal led Henry to break from the Roman Catholic Church, establishing the Church of England in 1534. The English Reformation. Henry's split from Rome marked the beginning of the English Reformation. Key features of this transformation included the Act of Supremacy, 1534, declaring Henry as the supreme head of the Church of England. Dissolution of the monasteries, seizing wealth and land from Catholic institutions. Religious reforms that initially maintained traditional practices but set the stage for Protestant influence under his successors. The Reformation was as much political as religious, allowing Henry to consolidate power and increase revenue. Henry VIII's marriages. Henry's 6 marriages are perhaps the most famous aspect of his reign. Catherine of Aragon, m. 1509–1533. Marriage annulled after failing to produce a male heir. Mother of Mary I, later, Bloody Mary. And Bullen m. 1533–1536. Gave birth to Elizabeth I, later one of England's greatest monarchs. Executed for treason and alleged adultery. Jane Seymour m. 1536–1537. Gave birth to Edward VI, Henry's only legitimate son. Died shortly after childbirth. Anne of Cleves, m. January–July 1540. Marriage annulled, Henry found her unattractive. Political alliance with German Protestant states. Catherine Howard, m. 1540–1542. Executed for adultery, niece of the Duke of Norfolk. Catherine Parr, m. 1543–1547. Outlived Henry, acted as a caretaker for his children and influenced religious education. Domestic and foreign policy. Henry's domestic policies included strengthening the Royal Navy, laying the foundations for England's future naval dominance. Expanding royal authority through legal reforms and consolidation of power. Foreign policy was marked by ambitions in France, including campaigns in the north. Diplomatic maneuvering with Spain, the Holy Roman Empire, and Scotland. Military engagements were costly, often leaving England financially strained. Later years and death. In later years, Henry became physically and mentally diminished, suffering from obesity, leg ulcers, and possibly diabetes. His rule became increasingly autocratic, relying heavily on loyal advisors like Thomas Cromwell. Henry VIII died on January 28, 1547, at Whitehall Palace, leaving the throne to his 9-year-old son, Edward VI. Legacy. Religious transformation. Henry's establishment of the Church of England permanently changed the religious landscape, paving the way for Protestant England. Dynastic continuity. Despite personal turmoil, his children, Mary I, Elizabeth I, and Edward VI, each played pivotal roles in English history. Cultural impact. Patron of the arts, Henry influenced Renaissance culture in England. His court became a center of music, literature, and learning. Controversial reputation. Remembered as both a tyrant and visionary, Henry combined ruthless ambition with statecraft. His reign exemplifies the intersection of personal desire and political power. Henry VIII was a monarch of immense contradictions. Charismatic yet ruthless, intelligent yet impulsive, a lover of culture yet responsible for widespread executions. His quest for a male heir sparked religious revolution, transformed English governance, and left a legacy that resonates even today. Through his marriages, military campaigns, and bold reforms, Henry VIII remains a central figure in world history, demonstrating how personal ambition can reshape a nation.